going on, everybody? It's your man Raadius, and welcome back to another dope week of the Supreme Drop List. That is right, we are on week 12. Drop one of clues bombs for that. Thank you guys for tuning in for another week of these drops that I bring to you. I definitely appreciate it. Before we get started, do me a favor. If you are not subscribed, please hit that subscribe button down below. That definitely goes a long way. And don't forget to like the video as well. Definitely, I'm trying to grow the video. Your likes, your follows definitely does help. Now, before we talk about Supreme drops, let's talk about some Supreme news. Now, if you've been living under a rock for the last several days, Supreme was just bought out by VF Corporation for $2.1 billion. Drop one of clues bombs for that one. That is crazy. That is right, $2.1 billion. VF Corporation is a parent corporation that owns Vans and owns North Face. And if you guys have noticed, Supreme does a lot of collaborations with Vans and North Face, so it only makes sense that they bring it all together and keep it within the family. So big shout out to the family, well, not my family, but big shout out to the boys over there at Supreme, VF Corporation. So a lot of good things to come in the future from Supreme. Now, let's talk about Supreme drops. If you look to my left, those are the items that are dropping this week. Like I said, not that many great drops happening this week. We do have a collaboration with Timberland. It's a boot, duh. Other than that, there's just some mediocre things here and there. So with that said, let's get started with this week's drops. Okay, we are back. Let's get started with this week's accessories. So the very first thing we have here is a skate deck. We have the aerial skateboard deck. This is gonna cost you $50. Now moving on to a folding knife. Now, it's reported that this folding knife will not be available for the EU. This is US only. So we have the Supreme times Open Nail number 8 folding knife. This is gonna cost you $48. Now moving on to a fishbowl. Yes, I said that right. It's a fishbowl. Supreme fishbowl is going to set you back $68. Now, of all the Supreme accessories that have dropped over the years, I think a fishbowl was necessary, but obviously a bit weird. But anyways, though, it's dropping. Now, moving on to the next item to decor your house, if that may be, we have the studded collars vase. This is going to cost you $98. And that is all the accessories that we have for this week's drop. Let's get into the clothing. So the very first item we have here is the Aerial Tapestry Harrington jacket. This is going to cost you $358. Now moving on to the Aerial Crew Neck. This is going to cost you $148. And then we have the Aerial Tapestry regular jeans. This is going to set you back $228. And then moving on to the collaboration with Timberland, the boot. It is the Supreme times Timberland big logo 6-inch premium waterproof boot. It's a lot to say. This is gonna cost you $248. This boot is crazy. I'm definitely feeling the logo flipped upside down across the sole of the shoe. Drop one of clues bombs for that. Yo, this is pretty sick. I used to own a pair of Timberlands back in the day. I had a pair of black ones and some, obviously the brown ones. But this is like way back in the day. I haven't owned any Timberlands in maybe like 15 years or something. But yeah, Timberlands are dropping next week. But Timberlands are dropping tomorrow. Now moving on to a hat, we have the Ripple Corduroy Small Box 6 panel. This is going to cost you $48. Then moving on to the multicolored Logo LS top. This is going to set you back $88. And then we have the two-tone Canvas 6 panel. This is going to cost you $54. And moving on to the Garage beanie, this is going to set you back $36. And then we have the Script Logos wool overcoat. Resale price for this is $558. That's right. Now we have the velvet work jacket. This is going to cost you $288. And then we have the studded collars hooded sweatshirt. This is going to cost you $168. And then we have the velvet trousers to go with your jacket, if you may. This is going to cost you $168. And then we have the checkerboard zip up sweater. This is going to set you back $158. And then we have the studded collars rayon SS shirt. This is going to cost you $138. And then we have the studded collar sweatpants. This is going to cost you $158. And the very last two items we have for this week's drop, we have the multi-stripe beanie. This is going to cost $36. And then we have the hooded shadow plaid shirt. Retail price for this is $138. And that is this week's drops, week 12 for Supreme. Let's talk about the cop and the resale of the week. All right, we are back. Let's get into the cop and the resale of the week, brought to you by yours truly. This week's drop, again, is not that great. It's pretty weak, pretty mediocre, whatever you want to call it. So this was kind of hard to decide which one would be the cop and the resale. I'm just going to go ahead and pick one for both. Again, I could be wrong, but this is just my opinion. So this week's cop and resale of the week for me is the fishbowl. I know, very awkward that I picked the fishbowl. But for that reason alone, because it's awkward and it's weird and it had to be done. It was very necessary to have something like this done, in my opinion. That's why it's a cop and the resale of the week. Nothing else to add. And that's gonna wrap up this week's drops. Thank you guys for watching. Please do me a favor, like the video if you appreciate what you saw. Leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys think about this video. Also, don't forget, please subscribe to the channel. That definitely does go a long way. Also, if you follow me on social media, or excuse me, if you don't follow me on social media, hit the boy up. It's Raadius with 2 A's on Instagram. And with that said, that's gonna end this week's drops. Thank you guys for watching. Week 13 Supreme next week. Until then, peace.